When the weight of a god's judgment bears down upon a mortal, can the unshakable resolve of one man rise to meet it? Thor and Captain America, two legends, one bond of brotherhood, are thrust into a clash that will test the limits of worthiness, loyalty, and the heart of a true warrior. The thunder roars, the hammer swings, and the shield stands firm. But in the halls of Asgard, where gods decide fate, will Captain America emerge worthy of the All-Father's gaze? Hello, my incredible audience. I want to take a moment to express just how much your support means to me. Each like, each comment, and each view fuels the passion behind every story we bring to life here on Timeless Battles. You are the heart of this channel, and I am endlessly grateful for your encouragement, your ideas, and your enthusiasm. If you enjoyed the story or want to see more epic clashes between heroes and gods, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and share your dream matchups in the comments below. Your ideas might just inspire our next video. Together, let's keep making timeless stories for the ages. Thank you for being part of this journey. Let's dive into the action. In the silence of the Avengers compound, the night seemed calm, a rare moment of peace in a world constantly under siege. Captain America stood on the balcony, gazing at the stars, lost in thought. The weight of his shield had always been heavy, but it was the weight of responsibility that truly bore down on him. A crack of thunder disrupted the quiet. Captain America turned to see Thor, standing tall and imposing, his cape billowing in the breeze. The god's expression was uncharacteristically solemn. "Thor," Cap greeted, his voice steady but curious. "What brings you here at this hour?" Thor stepped forward, Mjolnir dangling loosely in his hand. "I have given this much thought, Stephen Rogers. There is a realm you have yet to visit, a king you have yet to meet, a being who will judge the measure of your worth as no other can." Cap's brow furrowed. "And who would that be?" Thor's lips curved into a faint smile. "My father, Odin, All-Father of Asgard. If you are truly worthy of Mjolnir, then you are worthy of standing before him." The journey began with the roaring flames of the Bifrost. As Captain America stepped onto the bridge, a wave of awe washed over him. The endless expanse of stars surrounded the shimmering path beneath his feet, and the sensation of traveling between realms was both exhilarating and humbling. Asgard appeared on the horizon, a golden city radiating light and majesty. Towering spires pierced the heavens, and the rainbow bridge stretched like a vein of pure energy toward the heart of the realm. Cap couldn't help but pause, overwhelmed by the grandeur. Thor placed a hand on his shoulder. "Breathe it in, Stephen Rogers. This is Asgard, home of gods and legends." Cap nodded, his resolve strengthening. "It's breathtaking." They entered the city, passing warriors clad in shining armor, their eyes full of curiosity and, in some cases, skepticism. Captain America, the mortal who wielded Mjolnir, was a subject of whispered conversations. As they approached the throne room, Thor turned to Cap. "My father can be intense. Speak truthfully and he will respect you. But beware, for Odin does not suffer fools lightly." Cap smirked. "I think I'll manage." The throne room was a vast hall, its ceiling adorned with constellations that seemed to move and shift. Odin sat upon a throne of gold and obsidian, his one eye piercing as he observed the duo entering his presence. Frigga, the queen, sat beside him, her serene gaze softening the room's tension. Thor stepped forward, bowing slightly. "Father, I bring before you a warrior of Midgard, one who has wielded Mjolnir and proven himself worthy." Odin's voice was a deep rumble like distant thunder. "Step forward, Stephen Rogers." Cap obeyed, standing tall and meeting Odin's gaze. Despite the god's imposing presence, Cap's voice remained steady. All-Father, it's an honor to stand before you. Odin leaned forward, studying him. They say you wielded Mjolnir in battle. A mortal bearing the weapon of the gods? Curious. Let me see this worthiness for myself. Thor handed Mjolnir to Cap. The hall fell silent as Cap grasped the hammer's handle and lifted it effortlessly. Gasps echoed among the onlookers. Odin's eye narrowed. You are strong of spirit, that much is clear. But worthiness is not proven by feats of strength alone. Tell me, mortal, what drives you to fight? Cap's reply came without hesitation. I fight for freedom, for justice, and for those who cannot fight for themselves. The weight of the shield I carry is not just metal, it's the burden of responsibility to protect and inspire. Odin's expression remained unreadable. Noble words, but words alone do not make one worthy. Thor, has this mortal faced true chaos? Has he looked into the abyss and emerged unbroken? Thor stepped forward. He has, Father. He fought the mad titan and stood against overwhelming odds. Stephen Rogers is as unyielding as the world tree itself. Odin rose from his throne. Then let him prove it. The throne room dissolved, replaced by a vast, otherworldly battlefield. Cap stood in the center, his shield in one hand and Mjolnir in the other. Across from him stood Thor, wielding Stormbreaker, his eyes glowing with anticipation. What is this? Cap asked, his voice calm but wary. A test, Thor replied. Prove your worth to the All-Father, as I have done. Before Cap could respond, Thor charged, his weapon crackling with lightning. Cap raised his shield, just in time to deflect the blow, force sending him skidding backward. He countered with a swing of Mjolnir, the hammer's power colliding with Stormbreaker in a deafening clash. The battlefield erupted in chaos. Thor summoned a storm, lightning raining down as Cap dodged and weaved, his movements precise and calculated. He hurled Mjolnir, the hammer striking Thor's armor with a thunderous impact, but the god of thunder barely flinched. You fight well, Stephen Rogers, Thor called, his voice booming. But do not hold back, or Asgard shall see your limits. Cap gritted his teeth. You might regret that, Thor. As the battle raged on, Cap's strategy began to unfold. He used the terrain to his advantage, outmaneuvering Thor's raw power with agility and precision. Each clash of their weapons sent shockwaves rippling through the air, but Cap's determination never wavered. Thor, impressed by his opponent's resolve, unleashed his full might. Lightning enveloped him as he charged, his strikes growing faster and more ferocious. Cap met each attack head-on, his shield absorbing the brunt of the blows, while Mjolnir countered with equal force. The tide of battle shifted when Cap disarmed Thor with a clever maneuver, sending Stormbreaker flying across the field. Thor laughed heartily, his respect for the mortal growing. You truly are worthy, but the test was far from over. The ground trembled as illusions of past foes appeared around Cap. Hydra soldiers, the Winter Soldier, even Thanos. It was Odin's final challenge, to confront his fears and doubts. Cap stood firm, his voice steady. You can throw all the shadows you want at me, Odin. I've faced worse. With a rallying cry, he charged forward, breaking through the illusions one by one, his willpower shining like a beacon. When the battlefield dissolved, Cap and Thor stood before Odin once more, both battered but unbroken. Thor grinned, clapping a hand on Cap's shoulder. You have fought like a true warrior of Asgard, Stephen Rogers. Odin's gaze softened, his voice quieter now. You have proven yourself worthy not just of Mjolnir, but of the respect of gods. Your strength lies not in your power, but in your unshakable resolve. You fight not for glory, but for the good of others. This is why you are worthy. He stepped closer, placing a hand on Cap's shoulder. "But understand this, son of Earth. The weight of Mjolnir is not in its heft, but in its responsibility. Bear it wisely." Cap nodded, his expression serious. "I will." As they returned to Earth, the stars shining brightly above, Cap turned to Thor. "Your father is intense." Thor laughed heartily. "That is perhaps the greatest understatement of the 9 realms." Cap smiled. "But I think I understand now. Worthiness isn't about power, it's about what you do with it." Thor clapped him on the back. "Well said, my friend. The Son of Liberty has earned his place among the legends of Asgard." Together, they walked toward the horizon. 2 warriors bonded by trials of might and spirit, their friendship now stronger than ever.